Hey guys, Game 10 Master Do here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. I decided to do this Let's Play because I love this game. I've been playing it so goddamn much. I played it like 3 years ago in high school. No, 3 or 4 years ago in high school. Bought it on PC, played it on PC, modded it on PC, and just, oh god, I love this game so much. Too much, in fact, so yeah, I'm just gonna start with a new game here. Oh, I'll be right back really quick. I gotta make sure that my quick save is not overwritten. Wait, autosave? Yeah, hang on. I'll be right back. That's awkward. All right, well, I've sorted that out. Sorry about that. I kind of decided to do this on the go. I didn't really do too much setup trying to prepare for this. I'm gonna just talk over the opening cutscene if any of you mind, and if any of you do mind, you can go watch the intro to Fallout New Vegas on a different video, because people who are watching this Let's Play either have played this game or just like to watch me play games and hear me talk, so sucks to be you. Anyways, this game is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Top 10 at least. Well, now that's including mods though, so without mods it's more like top 30, but downright just top 10 game overall. I'm not really interested with the lore of... No, I am interested with the lore. Sorry, what the fuck? I'm interested with the lore and the storytelling of the game. Like, the storytelling is just mind-blowing. The writing is so good in this game. It's really just a joy to play through, and that's why I enjoy this game so much. But it's not only that, it's just... there's something unique to the table that the lore brings to the game, especially with New Vegas, because I didn't play through Fallout 3 or Fallout 2 or Fallout 1, so I didn't really know the lore until I played through New Vegas and got to really know the in and outs of the Fallout world. So Fallout New Vegas just has like a little bit of a special place in my heart, as it was like the introduction to the Fallout series. But yeah, I don't play this game for the gameplay, really, because in fact the vanilla gameplay is really shitty. Yeah, like the gunplay is just a tiny bit awful, not completely, just a tiny bit. You know, the crosshair is static. It doesn't move when you move, even though there's moving inaccuracy, which fucking sucks. The HUD is a bit outdated. Like, your HP is measured in these little ticks, which is hard to gauge how much HP you have left. I don't know, it's like just a personal thing, where I would rather have a full bar or not a full bar, which is what they did in Fallout 4, but I never bought Fallout 4, I've only watched it.
A vast army of slaves, forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic.
What else is there? Oh, weapon degrading kind of sucks.
The Legion's onslaught.
Gunfights kind of sucks. You really have to abuse VATS, I feel. Like, the gunplay without VATS in vanilla gameplay is not good enough to be a fulfilling experience. But, you know, with mods, I can fix a lot of that. I can give myself more combat options outside of VATS. I can improve VATS. And I can improve the interface as well, you know. I'll see, or you guys will see in a few seconds here, what exactly I've done. I've had so many mods installed. I think I have 42. Well, yeah, about 42 installed right now. So, I'll probably make another video just discussing, hopefully in 6 to 10 minutes, on which mods I have installed and what they exactly do, so I don't have to like front load this video at all with, you know, that I have this mod and I have this mod and I have this mod. We'll go through the mods on a occasional basis if you don't watch the specific mod video I will make in the future.
Kill people without looking them in the face, but I ain't a fink. Dig?
Yeah, we get shot in the face. Not pleasant, but this game is so awesome, so amazing. I'm gonna be playing through, hopefully, the full
From where you're kneeling,
clump of the game. This is the Ultimate Edition of Fallout, so I have all the DLCs.
The game was rigged from the start.
I haven't included any like quest mods, so there aren't any fan-made quests. Because I just didn't want to have the hassle of downloading it and installing it. Whatever, there's already enough game for me here. I'm probably going to play through Honest Hearts, Old World Blues, and Lonesome Road. I'm not going to do Dead Money because I haven't played Dead Money, but from the things I've heard from it, what the heck? The things I've heard from Dead Money is that it's very, very limited. Yeah, more perks. The more perks mod. Hang on a sec, guys. I just have to respond to my Skype. Jeff was texting me. More perks mod.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
We awaken
Just relax a second. Get your bearings.
in Doctor's house after being shot in the head.
How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Our name for this adventure will be... What was I gonna name him again? Oh yeah, Buck Wild. Yes, Buck Wild.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your
I can't control the camera yet.
of lead out.
Just yet.
I take
Have to
pride
wait
in
for a
my
bit.
needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Time to create our character. I really don't care for the character
How'd that
in
go?
Fallout. Like, for some odd reason, I care even more about the character in Oblivion and how you look in Oblivion rather than Fallout. Buck Wild is Hispanic? Question mark? Is he going to be Hispanic or Caucasian? Let's make him white. Yeah, I really don't care. Of course he's gonna be a young man. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, don't care. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
There's some pretty cool visual effects in this game, although they may or may not cut down the FPS. Hopefully the game doesn't choke in any sort of the imagination. Sorry, I just have to change something real quick. Pardon the sudden interruption. Like I said, I didn't do too much prep for this, so I gotta... I'm a professional. No, I'm not at all. If you want to watch a professional Let's Play, you go watch Gopher and his Let's Play. Although his episodes are a little bit heavy-handed, like you have to sit down for a good 40 minutes, and I'm going to try my best to make sure that episodes won't be that long. I know how to run and walk.
So far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
There's so many things I like about this game. One of them is the special system, because Fallout New Vegas is a first-person shooter role-playing game. So we have to allocate attributes to basic different abilities. We have SPECIAL, special, the acronym. Stands for Strength, Perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. If you played Fallout 3, then you have a basic understanding of what all these abilities do. However, a few things are changed in from Fallout 3 into Fallout New Vegas. I don't know the exact details because I barely played Fallout 3. Like, I touched it once in middle school for PS3 and barely played it. Borrowed it off a friend. Didn't really like it that much. So, yeah, I'm going to be trying to play a guns character because I like guns. I like shooting guns. And I put so much work into improving the shooting system in this game that it'd be quite a shame to let that all go to waste, really. So we're going to leave strength as it is. I'm not going to touch that. Strength affects your melee damage, your unarmed damage. So like melee is like when you actually have a weapon equipped, like a bat or a sword. Unarmed is, of course, damage you do with your fist. Inventory weight. You have a base weight of 150, and then strength adds 10. Or for every point of strength, you add 10 to that amount. Damage, which doesn't matter, because this is talking about damage you deal from melee or unarmed. And weapon effectiveness, that's also not really true. It's basically, you take strength if you want to deal melee damage. If you're a melee character, you need to take a lot of strength. Also, strength affects your aiming because certain weapons have a strength requirement, and if you are under that strength requirement, when you are trying to aim, you'll get an accuracy penalty, whether you're trying to aim down the sights or not. So, I mean, I'm going to try, like, if I wanted to hit the base minimum for all of the guns so that I have perfect accuracy with all of the guns, I would need 8 strength, but I'm not going to do that for several reasons, in which you'll see in a bit. Perception affects explosives, lockpick, engine, blah, 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 blah. The thing about perception is that it affects compass range and accuracy in VATS. Accuracy in VATS is pretty important. VATS is I talked about it already, but for those of you who don't know, VATS is a special ability in Fallout 3 and New Vegas where you press a button. 3 New Vegas and 4, where you press a button, the screen zooms in on an enemy, and you select targets on the enemy depending on the body part, and you shoot at that target, and you miss or you hit depending on, well, how skillful you are, and perks and perception. Perception is pretty important. Especially compass range. Compass range helps a lot when you're trying to sneak around because, well, it gives you a heightened awareness. If an enemy is nearby through a door or through a wall, you'll be able to detect them a lot easier. Hang on 1 second. I told my girlfriend I would read this book. I never did. That was like 2 months ago. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave perception as it is for now. Endurance, unarmed, meh. Health, yeah, basically endurance affects your health. Your health. Your resistance doesn't matter too much because most of your resistances will be on damage threshold, which is your armor, and yeah. But endurance also depends. Like, endurance is important for a mid-game, several mid-game upgrades actually, where if you get to a certain point in the game, you can visit this hospital and they can put implants into your character. They'll upgrade different abilities. Now, in order to get all the upgrades, you need to have 7 endurance. So if we wanted to get all the upgrades, we need to do that. But I don't want 7 endurance and all. I'm actually going to take 4. I want this extra point for later. Charisma, we don't need at all. It is useless. It affects barter, speech, and companion nerve. Barter is not going to be a problem. I broke the game by accident, but I don't even care about the bartering system in this game. I'll talk about that later when we actually get to shops. Speech, we're just going to crease this manually. We don't need it to start at a very high level at all. And companion nerve is optional. What companion nerve does is that for every point of charisma, you have your companion, when you get one, if you choose to get one, which I highly recommend you do, will gain 5% additional damage threshold and 5% additional damage. So if you have 10 charisma, your companion nerve will allow your companion to have 50% additional armor and damage, and that is a huge amount. However, I mean, we're going to focus on ourselves and our companion. You could play a complete game, I do believe, where your companion just carries you, because companions in this game are fucking strong as hell. Excuse my language. I normally don't swear on this channel, but your companion can be pretty useful. But no, yeah, we need all those points anyways. Intelligence, pretty darn important, and from all the Let's Plays I've seen from Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, intelligence was important in those games too. And if you ever played Wasteland 2, which I have, intelligence is very important in that game too, because intelligence affects skill points. Science doesn't matter, repair, meh, medicine, meh, skill points. You want to get lots of skill points in this game. Skill points are the amounts of points you get every level that you can allocate to your skills, and the more points you have in a skill, the more effective the skill will be. So this means in the start of the game, we're going to have around 20 gun skill, and that's the amount of damage we do with guns. And the more intelligence we have, the faster we can increase it, so that it's not a crappy 20, but instead a complete 100 and even farther. That's with mods, but I'll get to that later. So yeah, you need intelligence. Intelligence is important. Agility is also very important. It affects guns, which is probably the weapon you're going to be choosing, or the weapons you're going to be choosing for your normal playthrough. Sneak, which you may or may not be using, but is otherwise very important. Speed, which is not true in vanilla gameplay, but I installed a mod where, you know, the special SPECI AL ability or stats actually do what they tell you to do. So agility will actually give me speed, while in the vanilla game, it didn't give you jack shit. It only increased your gun, sneak, and action point regeneration. And action point regeneration is also very important, especially if you like to use that. So yeah, we're going to be putting a lot of points into agility. Finally, luck. All skills, critical hits, and enemy mishaps. Enemy mishaps is... I'm not entirely certain what that means. In the old games, it would mean that during turns, enemies would have critical failures in the middle of a turn where their gun will explode and force them to take damage, and they drop the weapon, or they knock themselves over by shooting and missing and shooting themselves in the foot. That doesn't really happen in this game, so I don't know what they meant by enemy mishaps. Even with the mod I installed that tries to make all the SPECIAL skills do what they say they're supposed to do, nothing happens. So all I know is that luck increases critical hits and also improves your gambling odds. So we're going to be putting a few points into luck. Have one extra point available somehow. What am I doing? Okay, we can just go to the end here, and I'll ask you one more time if these are the stats I want to go with. I'm going to put 1 point into perception, because I want to be able to aim well. Yeah, I don't really need endurance. Do I really need strength? Yeah, I kind of need strength. I would like to carry stuff and have better accuracy, because I'm going to be using sniper rifles later in the game, and those do have a weight requirement. Or, let me think about this. Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. I am happy with this.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave.
He only says that because I put a 1 in charisma, so basically saying I'm an ugly motherfucker.
See if your dogs are still barking.
Hang on just a second. Sorry about that.
All right, dog.
I don't care about this. Basically what Doc is doing is he's telling me a bunch of stuff, and then it's gonna go on some kind of randomizer thing. Just don't care, because in the end you can just pick your skills manually. So here we get to tag 3 skills. This was also a thing in Fallout 1, 2, and 3. We are going to... Oh, when you tag a skill, basically you get a base increase in that skill. So you have a slight advantage in those skills you pick. Surprisingly, Barter's at 9. Oh, I think it's because I have... Yeah, it's because I have a luck of 9. Okay, so guns... because we want to shoot things and do damage. Speech, because we want to be able to talk to people easier, because speech is super important in this game. It's actually, I think, a little bit too important, a little bit of a balancing issue in game design. And we're going to tag lockpick, because picking locks is also very, very important.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Choose up to 2 traits or none. Okay, I have a mod installed that adds more traits, so I can't really tell you which traits are in the base game, which traits are in the Ultimate Edition game, because some DLCs add traits, and which traits are in the DLC. I'm pretty sure this one was added by the mod. I already decided I was going to take Fast Shot, because Fast Shot is... Yeah, Fast Shot is a very interesting trait in 4 Eyes. Fast Shot and 4 Eyes. Okay, basically what the traits in this game do is that they change basically how you play the game with every playthrough, making adding replay value to the game, even though the game is already very huge. But these traits usually have a pro and a con. So, example, Banned for Life. You've been vilified. I think it's vilified. You've been vilified by the major factions of the Mojave. Because of this, you have 2 raider companions. So basically, with every single community in the game, you have a bad reputation, like a terrible reputation, but you have 2 automatic companions starting at the start, so that's great. And like I took Fast Shot. When you're using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate. I'm taking this, it sounds kind of bad, but I'm taking this for a reason, and you'll see why later. 4 Eyes, while wearing any type of glasses, you have +1 perception. Without glasses, you have -1 perception. This is a very, just take this, this is a really great trait. basically gives you free perception, because all you have to do to gain the perception is wear glasses, and glasses never break. They're just a cosmetic item. They never break unlike most of the armor and clothes you wear in this game. So I'm going to take that. Other good ones are Wild Wasteland, which doesn't really do anything except put a bunch of cult references, or not cult references, like fan references in the game everywhere. Small frame is meh, like it makes your game harder, but 1 agility is still pretty good. If you want to play companion game, Near Duel is pretty good. Kamikaze is bad. Yeah, a lot of these are kind of bad. Oh, by the way, do not take Fast Shot and Trigger Discipline at the same time, because the way the game calculates the data, you basically have a -5 accuracy and -5 firing rate, and that's not good. So don't take both of those at the same time. It's just not worth it. But yeah, we're gonna take those two.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Hang on just a moment. Okay. Now because of the mods I've installed, there's a bunch of guns here, like the AK-47. The Desert Eagle here, which I want later, but I'm not taking these guns for now simply because they are going to be overpowered as shit right now until I get about mid-game, and then that's when they start becoming a lot stronger. Especially, oh, there's the M4A1. Especially the Desert Eagle, which I love. Thank God it's in this game. So yeah, you can just basically take all this stuff. It doesn't really matter. But you do lose karma, so take it if you want. I don't think I really need it right now.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought
I mean,
in.
Doc Mitchell can't do anything to you if you take them, but he will be a bit disappointed in you, whether or not you care about that kind of thing.
Well, if you're heading back
Oh,
out
we're given
there,
the
you
Pip
ought to
Boy.
have this. They call it a Pip Boy. I grew up in one of them.
Yeah, I have a
parts
mod
right
installed
before the
that
war.
basically makes
We
it
all
so
got
that you
one.
can check your Pip
Ain't
Boy a
much
lot
used to
quicker,
be
which is
now,
very
but
good
you
because
might
you're going to be
want such a
checking your
thing
Pip
after what
Boy
you've been through.
a lot in this game. Holy
know what
crap.
it's like
Pretty
to
much
be
every
something
other
different.
second, every other
And put
10
this
seconds
on
you'll be
too, so
checking
the
it
locals don't
to
pick on you
equip
for
items,
lacking
unequip
modesty.
items, check your map, check your
Never
quest,
was
blah blah
much
blah
my
blah
style
blah.
anyway.
It's a pretty good user interface, except for the fact that it pauses gameplay every single time you need to use it.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles.
Oh,
before
about
you
the
leave town. She can help you learn to fend
about
for
the
yourself in
character
desert.
dialogue in this game, I'm
She'll
going to be
likely be
choosing
at
the
the
routes
saloon.
that probably
I
have the
reckon
most
some of the other
experience
folks
and
at the
keep me from
saloon
being a
might
good,
be
or
able to
keep me
help
from
you
being a
out,
bad
too.
guy.
And
I
the
want to be a
metal
good
fella,
guy in this
Victor, pulled
playthrough.
you out of your grave.
And by good guy, I mean don't
Anyway,
kill
you ever get hurt
anybody
out there,
good
you
and
come
kill
right
the
back.
bad
I'll
guys.
fix
In
you
this
up.
case,
But try not to get killed anymore.
you know, I won't even say until later, until we get into that game. Oh, I do not want to play hardcore mode. Hardcore mode is basically play with sleep, play with food, play with water, and play a harder game where ammunition is weighty. I don't like that play style very much at all. Oh, yep. All the DLC is loading in. This is a bit of an odd camera, but okay, I'm fine with it. Use it. Vault 21. I didn't even know that. What the heck is this? Oh. Oh yeah, okay, so I have a mod that replaces many different weapons with weapons from Fallout 1 and 2. So normally you get a 9mm pistol, but instead it placed a Mauser in my inventory, which is basically the same pistol except just different model. I also added very conveniently also added the Fallout 1 and 2 music to the game, which is very nice, even though I never played those games. When I watch Let's Plays of those games, the music is very good. Oh yeah, I installed the sprint mod. Okay. I have a bullet time mod, so if you've ever played Max Payne, it basically makes it so that you can slow down time. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, there's not many things I have to configure in terms of mods. The only other thing I would want to configure is my FOV, because my FOV is apparently 0, even though it should be at like 55. Oh geez, I have to change. Yeah, I have to change a lot of the. Whew. Okay, hang on a second, guys. I will be right back when I've actually set all my mods. Sorry about that. Be right back.